Hey y'all. Woo! Oh my goodness. I'm here. Couple minutes late, but that's all right. I'll stay a couple minutes late. I ain't got no lotto ticket, so we'll have to talk the whole time. Yay. Anyway, I'm sweating myself to death here, so pardon me while I have a blotting tissue for my upper lip. Hopefully my eye won't start weeping, but if it does, whatever. This is how we do it. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Hey, welcome to the OraCola, y'all. I'm Mercy Cola, coming to y'all live here from Austin, Texas, here on August. I wanted to say July. August 21st, 2024. We are suffering here in Texas. We've had a relatively mild summer. I hate to say it, but we have. And then we finally got the Hades coming to the party this week. So it has been blistering hot. I've been putting water out for the squirrels, and they've been drinking it up so fast. I've had to refill it like twice a day for the last couple of days. And them little suckers are suffering. And I had a whole squirrel adventure this weekend. I'll have to tell y'all about it. If you're on my social media, you probably seen the story. And it's a sad story, but it is nature. And it gave me a little bit of an epiphany about some things. So yeah, I'll share that later. But yeah, the squirrels are suffering, the people is suffering, the dogs and cats is suffering. Everybody's suffering in Texas right now. But we're still here. Hey. All right, let's check in with the chat. We got Patrick. Hey, Patrick. Hey, Goog. I heard from a little bird that it was y'all's anniversary. Happy anniversary to y'all. I hope you're having a happy marriage. I can't say that none of mine's ever worked out, but that's okay. It might not be my time in this lifetime to experience that thing. All right, we got Mark Campbell. Hey, Mark. Number 3. Represent. We got Prance. Meow, meow back. Goog, hey. Yeah, we got to change over to the live chat here, just in case there's somebody from Canada who wants to show up, because the foreign people don't ever show up on the top chat. You got to get the live chat for them. So click that in the box at the top of your chat box, because it defaults to the top. Oh my goodness. You're welcome. Filling up the bird bath for the deer. Yes, it is our duty as the invaders of this space, because the animals was here before us. Pretty sure the squirrels was here before us. And so we are just like guests in their home. So we should definitely do our part. The very least in the hot summer in Texas or anywhere where it's hot and there's no like water source for the little wildlife in your area, just leave out a little dish of water. And then, just dump it out every day. Dump it in your plants or something. Just kind of rinse it real quick. You don't got to wash it clean. They're animals. But yeah, just give them some water. And you know what? That one little thing that you do for the environment is just going to go so far for your good karma, because most people do not do that shit. So yeah, you're way ahead of yourself. Pat yourself on the back there. I want to pat myself too. Double pats, because we feed the squirrels and the birds, and we don't feed them. We give them water, which, they can find their own goddamn food. Usually they're digging in my fucking plants for the nuts they buried in the last time the nuts was out. Pissing me off. Okay, let's see. Hey, Lava, good to see you. Even the snakes. Well, here's my thing about snakes. I don't mind snakes as long as they keep to themselves. And I ain't necessarily like terrified of snakes, but I don't want to be near one if I don't like know what it's up to. If it's there and it's slithering by and I'm like a couple feet away and it can't get to me and we just, go our separate ways, which has happened, I'll just like let it be like, go on, snake. And if it finds its way to my water source, that's great. Now, if it starts hanging out at your water source and then preying on the animals that you lure to it, I don't know. That might be a different kind of situation. You might need to lure the snake to a different spot. But here's the deal, snake's going to snake. You can't help it. You just hope it don't snake on you. All right. Okay, y'all. Well, it is 9:07. The family is here. Y'all know what we do. But for any looky-loos who might be lurking but not participating in the chat, this is the OraCola. I will channel messages from the universe through various oracles, which will be determined via a spin on this wheel. And this is kind of a new way we've been doing it because one of y'all sent me a wheel. And I thought I should put it to use. Now, we're probably gonna like change it up at some point in the future, but I've been having fun with the Wheel of Fortunes. Not just because it's fun to say the name, and that ain't copyright infringement because there's an S on the end. So, yeah, we've been having fun with that. So what you do as a viewer is get in the chat. First of all, you got to log into Google, all that hoo-ha. And then type in your question for the universe in all caps because I'm fucking blind. These glasses is an old prescription. I'm only wearing them because they match. And I can't see shit. So all caps is your best chance to get me to channel the message from the universe through the various oracles that we have on display here at the OraCola. So that's what we do. We're going to be here for about another, I guess, 50-ish minutes or so, just to hanging out. So y'all buckle in. Hopefully your AC is working because mine is okay. I can't complain about it. But I'm trying to keep it closer to 80 because the temperature differential, that's a lot to say, temperature differential between inside and outside is a lot. And every time that happens, my electric bill is like, woo, goes higher than that damn roller coaster. What's the one that goes up and around that's the tallest one? And it don't even look like it'd be that much fun to ride because it just is so quick. I don't know. It starts with a K. Kubla Khan or something. Some kind of roller coaster. This is how my electric bill goes. You can see it. You could just see it go whoop on the graph that they so helpfully provide you. If you live in Austin, you can see exactly how much you use compared to last year. Anyway, so we do this. You put the question in. I will answer the question after spinning the wheel and seeing what oracle to choose. Got it? Got it. Okay. Hope y'all are having a good week. We are blazing through August. We got the Democratic National Convention going on right now. I keep waiting for some bullshit to go down. I keep waiting. It seems like we're a little overdue for some bullshit, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, that's going on. And yeah, there's war everywhere else. And it's hot. In the dumpster, y'all. We're in it. Okay. So before we get started, I like to cleanse the space and do my little ritual just so that I know that I'm connected with the universe. And if you like to do a ritual, do it now. Now is the time. If you don't, that's fine. You can watch me do mine. Maybe like mime along if you're just wanting to do it. But the first thing I do when I do my ritual is I always burn the sacred wood. And we're just going to get a little smoke going on this hard wood and let it dissipate its white smoke all over. Let it just flow on out of there. Yeah, let that get all over us. Okay. So we got the smoke going, and then we got to let the universe know we're ready. We're going to ring the bell. Just let the universe know we're here. And then we got our pathogen wand. You know, there's the M-pox now, the monkeypox. Got to rebrand. because I guess monkey is racist. I wasn't thinking that, but somebody did, and apparently it's now mpox. So whatever that shit is that all the gays was getting a couple of years ago, they're hooting about it again. So whatever, we're just gonna do this. Hopefully it'll go away. Back. And then we got my newest thing. It's my beauty wand. Let's use the blue light this time, just to see what this does. Because I feel like the light on the pathogen wand is weak compared to the beauty wand, and this has got a blue light too. And this is just going to get rid of all the pathogens, in addition to keeping me youthful and beautiful. Then it's like two birds with one stone. This is possibly a better tool, but we're going to hold on to the pathogen wand at least till the battery wears out, because I did go to the dollar store to get them. Excuse me, the $1.25 store. All right, so we got them going. And then next we got our Prospera spray. This is for prosperity. We're going to ask for the abundance of good juju and the abundance of good advice from the universe tonight. Let's just all sit here and enjoy our company and hopefully gain some insight about some shit. And then last but certainly not least, we got our chakra anointment spick and span with the Florida water. Got to go all the way down to that root chakra and back up. This way we kind of cleanse the chakras. If the kundalini wants to flow, we got it all spick and span. So we got our ritual out of the way. So now is the part of the show where y'all participate. I've done my part. Y'all got to do your part. Who's got a question for the universe? I know there's shit that you want to do. There's shit that you're thinking about. There's shit that you're planning. There's shit that you're trying to avoid. There's all kinds of things you could ask me about. So put it in the chat in all caps, and let's see how the universe guides you. Let's see. RFK Jr. dropped out. What? He did? I thought that was not going to happen till the end of the week. I don't know if it's a done deal yet. It's still on the rumor mill, but I don't think it's official. Oh, yeah. Working from home has really increased my electric bill. Yeah, because normally when you're not at home, you're not using the stuff. You're not opening the fridge and letting it get cold, so it like hot, so it has to run more. And you're using more AC because you're home and, it's cold or hot or whatever. And then you got all the lights on because, yeah, you're home. You're doing shit. You're using your computer. You might be playing a video game. You might be using some other thing that uses up a lot of electricity. You might be mining Bitcoin. I don't know. I ain't into your business. But, yeah, if I'm at home, definitely have more electricity use. If I'm gone, it's just I leave on a light in the kitchen for the dog just so it ain't so dark. And then I leave the AC on a reasonable temperature. And I set it and forget it. Oh, looks like we got one from Goog. We decided not to attend the HOA meeting because it's our anniversary. Are we missing anything important? No. You ain't missing nothing important at an HOA meeting. What you is missing, however, is some Karen going on and on and on about some crap, or 2 or 5, and then a very long, drawn-out process of people going through the orders of whatever procedure they got to do. And trust me, y'all are having way more fun here with me. Promise. And if you do miss anything, the best way to hear about it is through the gossip of your neighbors. Because if anything went down that was gossip worthy or even worthy of seeing, it's way better for your neighbors to tell it, because then you can get all the different information from different people and you can see how the story changes based on who's telling it and who they're affiliated with. It's better than Netflix. So I would just wait. And if nobody tells you nothing, then nothing happened. It was boring. And they forgot to get the good donuts this time. They got the cheap ones and it was just not even worth it. Okay. Oh my God, please clip this so I can send it to somebody. Well, you did ask a question, so that was my opinion, but let's see what the universe says, because this is all about the universe, of course. So here we go. Digital diviner, appropriate oracle, I think, considering the source. So digital diviner, Dick Wood, did they miss anything by missing the HOA meeting? Never. Yeah, you are never going to miss nothing if you skip all the meetings. Promise. Okay. Patrick has a question. Should we renovate our kitchen or bathroom first? My opinion is, which one do you use the most? Which one, when you walk in, you girl like, oh God, I have to do this again in this space. Ugh. That's the gut feeling you need to go get into. That's what I would do. Whichever one annoyed me the worst, I would do that one first. And it just made a rhyme. Yay, me. All right. How does Yale Universe think about it? Ooh, the pornacle. This might be very, very telling. We're going to find out through a sexual thing. So, first thing we got to do is bring up our random number generator. Oh, let's see. Random number generator. Got to get to Chrome. So much on the phone here. And I don't even use it as much as most people. It just kind of randomly has stuff on it. Let's see. Random number generator. Okay, we got to get 755 there and see what page we get. Here we go. Page 366 in the pornacle for the kitchen or bathroom reno. 366. Let's see what era we're in. So since I'm wearing my actual glasses, I might need to take my glasses off just because I can't see this tiny, tiny print. They don't believe in large print, apparently, in Germany, where they publish this damn thing. So what I say, 366, was that it? Okay, hold up. Getting there. Yeah, I think it really doesn't matter. Maybe just whichever one gets your dick hardest. Whichever one makes you perk up. The idea, the thought of planning and doing it is the one that gets you the most excited. Do that one. There's your answer. Plain as day. Plain as day. And y'all probably, you probably already got your idea about which one you should do. And hopefully the universe has confirmed it. Now, if you had a different idea than what the universe was saying, just might want to check back in with each other and your expectations, because there might be some undercurrents of, I want this, but I ain't going to say it out loud because it's a test of my partner. That weird shit you do sometimes. So yeah, speak up about all of it. Come to the consensus. Whichever one is the most horny inducing, do that one first. The bathroom floor is white tile with white grout, and I hate it. It's never clean, no matter how much I scrub. Oh my God. You're a man who scrubs the bathroom floor? Where you been all my life? Jesus Christ. Of course you'd be married to another man. Of course. If I could find a man that would scrub the floor, whew, I might want to have sex with him. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But yeah, this is the thing. You can probably reno the bathroom faster than you can the kitchen, unless there is some kind of like crazy thing going on. If you just want to change the flooring and you're okay with the fixtures, then that's not very hard to do, just based on my like critical thinking skills compared to another thing where you're knocking out the whole kitchen. So yeah, change the floor, or put down a rug or something. I don't know. There's lots of ways to fix this. But obviously the one that is bothering you the most is the bathroom. So I think that's your answer. It's all got to go. Oh, you bought it from a low effort flippers. Oh, they flipped it into a fixer-upper. That's funny. I think that's how most flippers work. They just do cosmetic shit. There was this one, I kind of lost track of her channel, but it was this young woman who was a real estate agent in California in the San Francisco area on YouTube. And she would always do these like flips of these horrible houses. And she would go in with her team, and they was all Chinese, I think. And they would just demo and reno a house in like no time flat. And she would always sell it for a whole lot more. Smart lady. But I had to question that they got through some of this stuff so quickly, because some of these houses were not in great shape when she started. I mean, she wasn't working with total teardowns, but there's mold. There's mold, and they didn't get after that mold. They did a surface cursory mold. They didn't get deep in the walls with the mold. That costs money. Can't make money if you're spending the money. So yeah, I feel you on that. But honestly, when you bought the place, you knew it. So you knew eventually this was coming up. So now it's gotten to you so much that you got to start the process. Well, guess what? It's going to be a test of your marriage, doing any kind of home renovation, any kind of home project. It's going to be a test. Have fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anybody else have a question? It's 9:24. I know there's more people out there with some questions. Put them in the chat. And don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe if you're watching later and you ain't subscribed and you like what you see. I do this every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central here on youtube.com/channel RCCola. All right. Nobody has a question. I love it when no one has a question, because that means I have to talk. Well, I guess I'll tell you my squirrel story. So Sunday morning, I get up to walk the dog, because he gets me up no matter if it's my day off or not. It's how it is with a dog. Walk the dog, get out in the middle of the parking lot, crossing the way, and I see this little baby squirrel in the middle of the parking lot. And it's tiny. It's like a little thing. It's like that big. And I was like, oh, that poor thing. It fell out the nest. It's dead. I'm going to have to go bury it, because I didn't want to see it squish later. I was thinking about this. I'm like, ugh, I don't want to see that. I'm just going to bury it. I've done this before, by the way. So I walk the dog, get back home, and I pass by it again, and I see it move. And I was like, oh, this is not a burial. This is a rescue. So I take the dog in, and I'm like, oh, God, what do I do? And I grabbed like a rag out of my bag of rags that I used to dust. And I went outside, and I picked it up, and I put it outside my door near the potted plants. And I just kind of left it there. And then I was like, shit, what do I do? And I went inside for a minute, and I thought about it. And I brung up some like wildlife rescue website. And then I went and looked at it again just to see if it was there. And it had already wiggled out of that rag. I'm like, damn it, I got to find a box. So I had to go find a box, and I put it in the box. And then I put it next to the water dish that I leave out for the squirrels. I'm like, surely Mama will come along and find it. Well, I got the bright idea to put it on social media, because I know lots of y'all know about shit that I don't know about. And I ain't never dealt with no fucking baby squirrel. So, I put it on the social media, and like pretty much within 5 minutes, somebody texted me and was like, guess what? I have somebody I know who does squirrel rescue. text this person. So I texted the person, and they texted me back, and they were like, this is what you got to do. You got to put the box next to the tree where it fell out. And then you got to play the sounds of the baby squirrel squawking real loud, like on a cell phone or a speaker or something. And then just stand back, keep an eye on it, but stand back, and then see if mama comes back to get it. And sure enough, within 10 minutes, that damn baby was back up the tree. I hardly even saw it. I just saw mama come down, and it was like commotion. And then she went back up, and then I went and checked the box, and it was empty. Empty. And I was so happy. I felt like I'd done my good deed. It was Sunday. It's early in the morning. It's a good time to feel good about yourself. It's early in the morning on Sunday, especially when you ate at church. So I'm happy. I keep checking outside, just making sure it ain't going to fall back down. Every time I go out, I look. No problem. However, I did have a little bit of a nightmare. I went back inside initially and laid down again just because it was early and I felt like I should rest. And I happened to fall asleep, but it was one of them fitful sleeps where you're not really resting. You're just having some kind of like horrible existential nightmare. And the dream, the nightmare was all about me trying to save this baby squirrel or a nest of squirrels. And it was a very hostile environment and strange people, but familiar people. I don't want to get into it. But the whole feeling I came out of it was that I was not able to save it, which is crazy because obviously I just saved it, right? Keep this in mind. So I had this disturbing dream, and I woke up feeling disturbed. And I was like, got to shake that off. And I felt better as the day went on. But yeah, I had this initial bleh. And then later in the afternoon, I decided to go get me some beer because, I was still celebrating. And when I was riding in the parking lot, I saw a squirrel, a younger squirrel, like a smaller one, but not as little as the one I just rescued, pancaked in the parking lot, like flat, guts out everywhere. It was gruesome, fresh and gruesome. And I was like, oh my God, that was what I was worried about. This poor little baby squirrel getting into was just this horrible thing. And I was just like, ugh. So saw that. Next morning, get up to walk the dog. And what do I see? Pretty much in the exact same spot where I'd found it the first time. Little baby squirrel. But this time it was pancaked like that other squirrel that I saw. And I just felt like, I felt so horrible. I mean, it went fast. Obviously, it didn't suffer because it got run over by a car and completely it was just all over. It was so gruesome. And I take pictures of dead things, but I couldn't. I was too close to this one. This one was and it was gross. It was gross. So yeah, all of my efforts were for naught. Mother probably threw it out the first time. And then when she rescued it, she was like, okay, I hear this thing. And then, nature kicks in and she gets it and then she brings it back up. And then it takes her a minute. She's like, oh, God damn, this is the one I just threw out. Fuck. It's not the one I wanted to keep. And then she kicked it out again in the dead of night. And this is something you got to know about nature. Nature is harsh. Nature will kick them retards right out of the nest. If there is something wrong with that baby, that squirrel is just programmed to just boot it into the unknown. And if they're lucky, they can find the carcass later and eat it, salvage a little nutrition. But yeah, nature's cruel. And I also thought about something else. I thought about how sometimes in life you feel like you're helping people and you're giving your all. You're giving your all to a relationship, or you're giving your all to some team project or some hobby or something, and it kind of gets off the ground and it's working, but it ain't working so good. And then as soon as you leave your attention, as soon as you take your attention away from it, you give up on it, you move on, it implodes. The whole thing just blows up. So you're just delaying the inevitable. Sometimes when you're helping, you're just delaying the inevitable. It might be later just let the baby squirrel just stay there on the ground on the hot pavement, waiting for that blessed tire to run over it. You don't need to get involved with that shit, because when you get involved, then you get involved, like you take that energy on. So this was my squirrel story this weekend. I'm sorry it's not a happy ending, but yeah, it's how it went. It's how it went. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Oh, we got a question up here. I'm going to scroll back up and see what's up. Okay. El Scorcho. Hey, El Scorcho. Welcome to the show. Think you're a first-time visitor here. I have to lay someone off, and I want to know if I should pick person A or person B. Okay. Well, yes, I know my iCloud storage is almost full. Thank you for reminding me 10 times a day, Apple. No, I don't want to see that shit now. Go away. Cancel. Close window. I'm busy. Okay, El Scorcho has a question about who to lay off, person A or B. I hope you ain't my employer, Scorcho, because I don't want to get laid off unless you're giving me a severance. And then I'll cry about it for a couple days and I'll go get me another job. But the rnacle is what you get. So this is going to be a book or some piece of literature, story, some kind of thing. So you might need to do some homework to get a clear answer here. I ain't 100% familiar with all of the references in this thing. Google will be your friend. But if you've perhaps read the book already, you might get the answer you seek. So here we go. Rhetorical for who to lay off, person A or person B, who deserves to stay and who deserves to go. Rhetorical says, Hamlet. Oh, somebody's got to go. And you know what? Either choice you make, it's going to come out not the way you expected. I don't know what else to tell you. You know, if you're not familiar with the Hamlet, there's a couple movies you can watch. There was one from Mel Gibson back in the 90s before he was a persona non grata. That's pretty decent. It's kind of short and not as difficult to understand. There's many, many, many other adaptations. And you can also just read the damn thing. But it's all about betrayal and revenge and what happens when you let that shit consume you. And as far as like it having anything to do with who to lay off, A or B, you might need to just assign a character to your person and see how they end. Because nobody comes out good in Hamlet. They all get axed eventually. They all just go eventually. It's a sad story. Yeah, sorry. It's a tragedy. You got a Shakespearean tragedy here on your hands, and either choice you make is going to be good luck. Okay. Here we go. Oh, yeah, y'all are having some squirrel trauma here. Oh, I see the roller coaster. Hey, fuck you. Good to see you. Welcome. Yep. Oh, hey, Skeeter Bud. Good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, I know. It's sad. It's so sad. Your neighbor says, thank you for the reading. It was very helpful for them in the HOA meeting. Well, I'm glad it worked. See, the OraCola is here to help, and the universe is here to give you guidance. All you got to do is put your question in the chat in all caps. That's all you got to do, y'all. It's all you got to do. Yep, nature is super cruel. Super cruel. Oh, my God. I just had it viscerally in my face. And, you know, all morning Monday when I was at work, I was just kind of I wouldn't say I was melancholy, but I was just kind of in a very thoughtful kind of mood because I was thinking hard about all them omens that I got before the whole thing happened, about how It's like I knew already it wasn't going to work out, but I had that little bit of hope. That had that little bit of hope. It's like that person you're crushing on that is never going to be into you. When they say hi and they smile and they give you a conversation for like 5 minutes, you're like, oh, maybe it could happen. But deep down inside, that shit ain't ever going to happen. You're just lying to yourself. It was a tiny little thing. Mother had thrown it out the nest. Lying to myself. Okay, Patrick has a question. If RFK is made Attorney General, will he release the JFK files? I don't think so. I don't think we're ever going to learn the truth about that. There's too much more money to be made off of the speculation. I mean, everybody's made up their mind already, right? What is the truth? Honestly, anything that I see on the internet now, I don't know if it's real. And even worse than before with AI, with the AI shit, and I don't even know. It's all fake. It's all a big old fake thing. So even if they did release it, what version of the conspiracy do you think it would be? Of course, they can't release the files and it be just the Warren Commission's like findings. Although that would be funny if they did. But no, there would be a little bit of meat on that bone. But I don't know what part of the bone's going to have the meat. But I don't think we're ever going to get the whole truth. Okay, here we go. Here's a crystal for how we can handle this this speculation. Bring in the light. Citrine. Yeah. So here's the thing about citrine that you might not know. A lot of the citrine that you find at the crystal shop and the White Lady Witch stores is fake. Now, it's still a crystal, but actually what it is superheated amethyst, and low quality amethyst at that, the kind that ain't purple enough to sell at the White Lady Witch store. Well, they just put that shit in some super high pressure oven and they heat it up, and then voila, billions of years of earth pressures is suddenly stimulated, and you get this yellow crystal, which is now citrine. So yeah, a lot of what you see out there is not even the real deal. So just like the whole JFK thing, I feel like you're going to have to find the light where you find the light. And the crystal citrine represents finding the light wherever you see fit, which means believe whatever you want to believe about it. Even when the truth comes out, you're still going to have to believe whatever you're going to believe about it. So yeah, there's your answer. Sorry, I'm just cynical about that shit now. Because I feel like I waited long enough for the goddamn UFOs, and I'm still fucking waiting. And I'm pissed because I know they spent trillions of dollars on that shit already. Waiting for the fucking aliens. Ain't got no aliens. Why can't there be a fucking alien showing up at the DNC? Wouldn't that blow the roof off the whole damn place? They got all them Antifa protesters outside. They would burn Chicago down again. That cow that kicked over the bucket and burned Chicago in the 1800s ain't nothing on this UFO Antifa mashup that's going to happen at the DNC. That would be the best show ever. But no, it ain't going to happen like that. Okay. Let's see. Good. Can I have a reading for the fun vacation adventure we're planning? Yes. And hopefully this is a fun vacation to a fun part of the world. Witch oracle. Ooh, this is a good one. There might be a witch you might want to invoke to make sure you have this fun vacation. Let's see. Stephen Brogan, Men Talking Starseed. Oh, hey, good to see you. You got quite the name there. Welcome to the show. Lol, he was on the Lolita Express twice. Yeah. I mean, he's a Kennedy. They're all wrapped up in all the shit. They all are. Oh, my goodness. Love, light, and you got a question about something massive. Okay, well, you got to put it in all caps, honey. That's how it works here, because otherwise this blind old lady can't see shit. So yeah, put your question in all caps in the chat. Okay, back to this vacation. Which witch should you take on your vacation? This one, Sekhmet. Ooh, she looks spicy. This is, I guess, Egyptian. I'm going to have to read about her. I don't know if I know this one. Let's see. Sekhmet. Sekhmet. Let's see. Sekhmet can be a warning against letting emotion take the reins in any situation. While satisfying in the moment, letting chaotic emotions run wild can lead to more destruction than intended. Appreciate the power of your emotions, but make sure you're not hurting no one. Yeah, so just don't go on vacation and be a little bitch. Just go and have fun. Go with the flow. Don't go crazy if your flight gets delayed. Look at it as a chance to explore the airport. There's all kind of interesting shit happening at the airport. I kind of like walking around the airport just because there's so many people there to watch. Yeah, I feel like it'll be a great one. You just have to like go in with a good attitude. Don't let your emotions get to you. Don't let your expectations get you down. If they don't get met, find the things that happen to you to be the adventure. It's all the adventure, right? The little detour that gets you lost and you lose your reservation at the place might lead you to somewhere else that you might not have ever found. And some of my best times when I've been out of town has been just getting lost and asking for help and getting some local to show you around because they know the shit. Got to tell you, you got to trust sometimes that the people got your back. Not everybody is crazy and going to kill you. That's propaganda from the man, by the way. Okay. Good luck. Have fun. Take pictures. Let us know how it is. Okay. Let's see. I'm blind too, and okay, who I believe that I am. I am looking for clarity on if my ancestors are guiding me to be in the voice of change for the world. Okay, the first part of your question is a little bit of a mess. But the other part, that's pretty deep. Are your ancestors guiding you? Now, hopefully your ancestors are not voices in your head telling you to kill and maim and hurt. But if they are, there's help for that. Oh, another witch oracle. Okay. This seems appropriate for this heavy question. Let's see. See if I can get a good shuffle on these cards. They're kind of stiff. It's a bit of a thin deck. There's some kind of helicopter circling around outside. I don't know what kind of fugitives out there, but they don't usually do this unless they're hunting somebody. I live in a pretty white neighborhood. Peace and love only. Well, sometimes you don't get a choice. The universe gives you death and destruction. You got to take it how you get it and make the best of it. But here we go. Ancestors. Are they guiding you in a good way? Let's see. What witch is going to be your area of study? Oh, Maleficent. Okay, well, there we go. This is we all know who Maleficent is. We're all familiar with this. Now, if we go back to the original Disney thing, which was, just a crazy, evil, 100% witch, then yeah, not so good. Now, in the new movies, they give her a spit shine and she's got a redemption arc, with the whole rape thing. But let's see what this book says, because they might be thinking about a different way that Maleficent exists. No. Oh my God. How the hell did I miss this one? There she is. Okay. What do you say here? She represents the emotional struggle between trust and betrayal. Yes, her tale reminds us that actions arising from anger or desire for vengeance often do not lead where we think they will. We are all imperfect, and we will no doubt encounter thoughtlessness and be thoughtless ourselves. It's better to remain kind and open hearted when we can. Yeah, so as far as your ancestors go, I don't know what your ancestors are or who they are or what they were up to or how you think about them. But here's the thing, you can always choose the higher vibration of everything. And as far as like redemption or feeling like you're not worthy, that just push that out of your head. You can always vibrate higher, no matter how put upon you are, no matter how much the universe shits on you. Just think about Job. Remember, God put Job through all that horrible shit just to test Job, because God's like, I know Job's got it. I know Job is going to be the one. Job is going to always be my man. And it was a lot. It was a lot. But that was what happens. It just, sometimes you get tested. Sometimes your ancestors are looking out for you, and sometimes they're there to teach you lessons. And sometimes you're here to like work through their shit. Maybe they're not there, but they're there because you think about them. Not that they're hovering over you, telling you shit, but that their imprint, their epigenetics, their social and psychological and childhood family trauma is visited upon you in various ways. So I would say choose the light parts, not the dark. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Well, you're welcome. You might need to go rent Sleeping Beauty or Snow White or whatever that one is. No, it's Sleeping Beauty, right? Yes. I get them all mixed up. They all kind of look the same after a while. Okay. You're very welcome. Let's see. It's 9:49. Oh my God, I ain't done no tea. Well, I feel like I did do some tea because I actually technically did do my whole squirrel story. But I'm a traditionalist. I got my teapot here. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, this one has been on my mind lately. Oral hygiene. Y'all, I don't know that we're getting told the 100% whole truth about the perfect way to keep your mouth healthy. I have a little bit of dental issues, not cavities or nothing, but just gum stuff. And I've been following the advice of the dentist for 2-3 years, and my problem ain't getting better. It is maintained its severity. It has not really improved much. It's just kind of there. And so I'm like thinking, man, are they lying to us about this shit? Is there something easy that we can do to make this better? And I don't know. I've been going down a rabbit hole, looking at solutions. I started some new things. I bought some new instruments. But I'm really thinking about it. They've lied to us about everything else. Why wouldn't they be lying about how to take care of your teeth? And I'm starting to think they might be. I just know that a lot of people have a lot of dental problems, and a lot of people don't even go to the dentist. Not necessarily because they can't afford to, but because they're scared of it. Because it's scary. This is like an orifice. This is allowing people in your mouth with sharp instruments. It's a scary thing. And I'm lucky I just don't have no fear. But I've known people who were terrified of the dentist. Like, it's terrifying to them. They just can't make themselves go. And so what if they're getting shitty advice, the same advice we're all getting about how to take care of their mouths? They ain't doing themselves no favors at all. So yeah, I think we're being lied to about dental care. I'm suspicious. I'm suspicious that that whole aisle in the grocery store is not necessary. I think all them rinses and pastes and picks and brushes and whatever the other fuck the shit they got, I don't even know. Last time I went down the dental aisle and got more than toothpaste, I was looking for floss. I was like, what the hell is all this crap? Where'd this come from? They didn't have all this shit when I was a kid. There was a very simple thing. It's like they come up with more ways to sell you more shit. And so I feel like we might be led astray. So I don't know how to report my situation. I just started on my journey of trying new things, but I'll keep y'all in the loop. But I'm just suspicious. I'm suspicious of some of their techniques too. I had to go in and get one of them deep cleanings where they get up under the gum and they make you bleed and they scrape, scrape, scrape. And I had to pay a lot of money for it. And I was like, I know my gums are bleeding a little bit when I floss, but you're making them bleed just as much by doing this. And if I got bacteria up there, which is what you're telling me, and you're telling me to floss and push it more up in there, I'm like, is this making sense? I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused. I have a water pick. I bought one a couple years ago and I've used it like twice because it's messy and it's loud. And I don't think it does a very good job of getting stuff out. It's just kind of like squirting water in your mouth and all over your mirror and all over your sink and your counters and yourself. Messy. So, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like oral hygiene is important, but so many people fall short, and I don't think we're getting the best advice. Now, that aside, I do want to go in and be a little bit to people who are intentionally having terrible oral hygiene, as in they don't brush their teeth, they don't ever have gum or mints, and they have terrible like habits like smoking or eating junk food or whatever, and they just like they have bad teeth and they have bad breath and they're all in your face. I don't appreciate them people. The least you can do is do the best you can. So many people do not care, and that bothers me. I mean, it bothers me. And that it ain't just because I got a pretty good sense of smell. I notice. I fucking notice. So yeah. You should at least be cognizant if you're not going to have the best oral hygiene that you should like not speak so like boisterously. There's a way you can talk where you don't like spew out your breath everywhere. This is a skill. This is a skill. Look it up, figure it out, or else start going to the dentist, something. Oh, my Lord. Anyway, there's my tea. This is just something I've been bothering with because, I do the best I can. I want to keep my teeth as long as I can. And I take good care of my teeth. And I just have this whatever issue. I think it's because I had braces when I was young and it moved all my teeth around. And now I got gaps and stuff happens. I swear I do a good job. I swear, universe, I do a good job. Guess it's just one of my crosses to bear. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Oh my goodness. Okay. Here we go. Oh, y'all have a lot to say about that. I guess I struck a nerve here. Use Korean bamboo salt toothpaste. Okay. Flossing. Oh, hey, Allie. Good to see you. You're flossing your teeth and you landed here. That's so funny. Yeah, no, the AI is like doing it. The AI is fucking doing it. I just think about something and it shows up on my social media ads. I'd ranted about this before. It happens. And I don't know how they know, but they fucking know. Some weird algorithm they put together where if you click on something or you look at it for like half a second more and they know that you're thinking about it and then suddenly you get ads for it. It's wild. Oh yeah. But welcome to the show. Glad you're taking care of your oral hygiene. Good for you. Oh yeah, water picks are terribly inconvenient and so messy. Yeah, best thing you can do is not eat sugar. True. This is true, but sugar can be so good sometimes. And there's sugar in everything. Sugar in everything. Fuck you has something in all caps. How big is big? Is that a question for the universe or is that just some retort to something that's going on? That helicopter's still going around and around. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. Uh, is the police chopper looking for RC? God, I hope not. I paid my bills. Here we go. Let's spin the wheel for how big is big, because I feel like that was a question. A crystal. Oh, well, we got crystal twice. Some of our oracles like to make an appearance once every few episodes, and Crystal is one of them, but sometimes she likes to show up more than once. She must be being full of herself today. Okay, how big is big? Well, this crystal is big. If you find a big one, a rose quartz. Yay! This is a lovely one, and it's pretty abundant. It's any quartz that's kind of pink. And so, yeah, it's all about love and good feelings. So, yeah, how big can your love get? How big? Open up your heart. Make it big. Wow. Oh my goodness. Is the police chopper looking for RC? Well, this is a question. So to be fair, we will spin. Oh, the OraCola's choice. Oh, I get a choice. Yeah. Well, since I don't want to tattle on myself, we'll just we'll use the therapy ball. This is a new one that I got. This is Dr. Freud. So the Magic 8 Ball is on that extended back to back Carnival cruise. So now we got this ball, and we'll see what this ball tells me about the police. Because, I don't want to tell no tales about myself. You're in denial. So yeah, maybe they are. Maybe they are. I don't know. They ain't knocked on my door yet. And it seems like it would be pretty easy to find me because I ain't like trying to hide my address or nothing. You're welcome. Fuck you. Hope your back's better. I don't know if that Reiki healing we did a few weeks ago did any good. It just probably time did good, but we like to think we help. Oh my goodness. PNG. Oh, you made it. Almost at the very end. You got time to get a question in if you want. I was a little bit late, so I'll stay a couple more minutes past 10 o'clock. The favorite thing about being a conspiracy theorist is that I don't have myocarditis. Hey, me neither. I get you on that. Congratulations. Good for you. Oh, can you get a quick general reading, please? Yes, you can. It's so great to see you. I know you've been busy with your life. Everybody's busy sometimes. I love it when you can stop by. Spin again. Okay, so concentrate hard on your general reading, whatever you want to get a general reading about. Here we go. Third time's a charm, y'all. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the therapy ball again. Dr. Freud got excited that we got him out. So we're going to shake the therapy ball. General reading for this week is going to be let's channel that anger. So yeah, there might be some shit that's bothering you. Oh, it didn't show up, but it did say let's channel that anger. So whatever anger you might have or annoyance or little thing that comes up, and it's hot, everybody's a little bit on edge, and then their astrology's a little bit crazy. So yeah, things could be getting you down, and they could be sparking some anger. So channel it. Find something else to do with that energy. And it could be decorating a part of your house that you ain't decorated in a while, like rearranging the furniture. It could be like doing some kind of workout, maybe doing a dance move video on YouTube, like learning a new dance, like channel it into something active. You cannot dissipate anger by sitting on your ass. You cannot dissipate anger by watching streaming on your phone or on your device. It never works out. Got to move. So get out there and move. Do something constructive. Clean something. Rearrange something. Build something. All kinds of ways you can do it. And as you're doing the thing, your mind will be working on whatever's bothering you, and you will come to a conclusion about it. And you will come to an acceptance or a thing you can do to make it better. It'll work. But yeah, just get busy. Be like a little squirrel looking for food. Just like get going. Good luck and vibrate higher. Oh my goodness. Oh, my nose is itching. Okay. You're welcome, P&G. I'm so happy you made it. Better late than never. Let's see. I think cola might be a stoic. Possibly. I've kind of briefly looked into this thing. It seems very masculine to me, but I don't know. I'm kind of wishy-washy. Some days I'm a little bit less like in your feels, and some days I'm more like, drill sergeant. I don't know. I've always just let the universe let me tell you how it is when I feel like telling it, and I channel it and it happens, and then you watch it and you integrate it in your life and hopefully make something good out of it. That's why I do this every week. That's why y'all show up. All right, y'all. It's 10:03. I did say I would stay a few minutes late. It's a few minutes late. So we have come to the end of our show. I hope y'all are having a wonderful August, even if you're sweltering in the heat like I am. I hope it's good. And if it's not good, well, I hope it gets better. Because I think, honestly, even if you're in the down trough, the upswing is just around the corner. It's how it works. So just focus on the up. Focus on the up. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. Let your friends know about the show. If they've never seen the show, we had a lot of newbies here in the chat. So, hey, tell your friends, subscribe if you haven't, like if you haven't. Check out my stuff in the description box below. That's my social medias. You can follow me, all that shit. Send me a tip. Hey, that's always nice and welcome too. But yeah, mostly I'm happy that y'all showed up to hang out with me here. I'll see y'all next Wednesday at 9 Central here on youtube.com/channel RCCola. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.